Jameis Casey, who had a point today, by the way, in New Jersey's, I think, 4-0 win against the Rangers. But, the defensive zone is that's going to have to be figured out because it's not there yet. But, but I do like the way this kid's trending, and I'm a fan of where he's, I think, going to end up. And I think the New Jersey Devils will take notice. He's going to have a big summer ahead of him.
And you mentioned the defense. It's been now a couple of different line changes as of late, but really I think Dello and White up top have been really solid together. What have you liked from that defensive pairing?
They're solid in all areas. Torey Dello's not going to give you offense necessarily, but rock steady back there. And if they have those kinds of games more often than not, then you're going to have a successful outing when they're on the ice for 20 minutes or so.
Jason, thank you for your time. Final question, if I can get you for one more. This second line, Xavier Perrant, McLaughlin, Hallinan, really anyone can score, right?
Oh, absolutely, and I think it's pretty evident the way they move the puck around with each other. They're all comfortable with one another, too, so they're distributing it a lot, and all of them are adding to offense, too. So, yeah.
Please remain standing as we honor our nation with the singing of our national anthem. To perform tonight, please welcome Miss Amanda Aiello.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Miss Amanda Aiello. We now ask to keep your attention on the ice for our ceremonial puck drop. Joining us now, it is our privilege to welcome the Mayor of Utica, Mike Galimi, and the Chief of the Utica Fire Department, Scott Ingersoll. Thank you, Mayor Galimi and Chief Ingersoll.
Tending, Mr. Nico Dawes stands to our right. In his last 3 games played, he's 2-1. His last game was an overtime victory against Toronto on Wednesday. He had 27 saves in a 2-1 win for the Comets. He was so good in that game, as he has been for quite some time. Maybe, I think, I talked to Brian Eklund, our goalie coach, playing the best hockey he's played as a pro right now. He is 2-1 against Providence with a .928 and .237 goals against average. He'll stand against Nolan Mayer, the ECHL goaltender mostly this year with Maine. 6-foot goalie, 172 pounds from York in Saskatchewan, has played 10 games in the AHL in his career with the Lehigh Valley Phantoms, so he's not unfamiliar to AHL action. But Providence resting some of their players tonight, so they'll give this kid a shot in goal. Here we go at center ice. The Comets are wearing their specialty firefighter jerseys. They look fantastic, as did the police-themed jerseys in yesterday's game, all done up by our quality graphics man, Mr. Eric Kwiatek, who gets a proceed of all the jersey sales, I hear. It's handled now behind the net by Ty Gallagher, the Clarkson, Michigan native and Boston draft pick of the 2021 draft. Just turned pro after 1 year with Colorado College, had played the previous 3 seasons for Boston University. Picked up by Pitlick, moving in. Pitlick holding, he'll distribute. Here's a centering opportunity on Dawes, and drive to the net was Pitlick, but it just missed his stick. Hardman to center ice, then to Hallinan as they'll drive it in deep. The Comets keep the same lines and deep pairing of yesterday's victory as Hardman centered, going for Hallinan, and it's knifed away as the Providence Bruins want to make a change. They're going to do that now, 45 seconds in. Dawes will stop the puck. It's picked up by Colton White. The left shooting defenseman looks up the ice. Gravitating to the right wing side, now he'll go indirect off the wall, and Hardman launched it in deep and supplying some forecheck pressure. The Comets go against the Providence D. Turning with it, Max Willman. We talked about Willman, goals in back-to-back games. He had 1 goal and 2 assists in yesterday's game. Not bad at all for a night's work for Max Willman. Dragged in now by Patra. They'll center again on Dawes. The shot never got through. Going to the net, former first-rounder Oliver Wahlstrom of the New York Islanders, who has played 236 games in the NHL, mostly with the Islanders, some games this season with the Boston Bruins, 16 of them. He played 1 minute and 30 worth of the first period. And the backhander to center ice. Gathered up by Patra as he steals it now, taking a look as he holds, and, well, it was knocked down out of the air by Gruden. Nice play. Then to Bowers as he comes right back to center ice. Almost 2 minutes gone in the first period, and it's held onto on the left wing side. Moving quickly, Duran. He's in, he holds, he shoots. Saved by Dawes. Rebound goes wide. Oh, a second chance by Bancroft, the 24-year-old from Toronto and former Cornell University forward, almost scored on that shot there. Battle for the puck on the near side. It's shot wide of Dawes. It's kept in by Brunet. As he took a hit, he'll roll it down low. Scooped up by Jackson Nelson, University of Minnesota product in his rookie season. The shot towards Dawes, easily handled. The save is made. Almost 2.5 minutes in. We'll have a stop and play here in a 0-0 game. 2 shots for Providence. Nothing yet for the Comets in this game. Broadcast brought to you in part by Superior Plus Propane. You can visit superiorpluspropane.com for more information. Face off to Dawes' left side. And it's won by Providence, launched towards the goal by Jake Schmaltz. Not on net, however. Another turnover. Handled by the Comets and Ethan Edwards. Now Sam LeBerge. LeBerge down the left wing side. He'll play it off the end wall. And Gambardella racing after it for the Comets. 0-0 game. LeBerge gets control. Then to Edwards. Wrist shot, save, and held on to by the goaltender. Nolan Mayer holds that puck and makes a save. That's the first shot on goal. As a goalie, you don't mind that. A wrister from the blue line for your first shot in the game. Haven't seen much of the American Hockey League. Want to settle in? Well, he did this just there on that shot. Face-off won by Utica in the offensive zone, but the pass by Osipov is foiled. Partially fanning on it. Dmitry Osipov for Sam LeBerge. On the ice against the Comets, playing the puck now, former Utica Comet and New Jersey Devil, Daniel Masul. What an absolutely fantastic person and hockey player. We loved having Masul here. He's played 5 games since the trade with the Boston Bruins to bring him over to Providence. He's a backhander down low as he's stationed on the shooting left side. His wife recently just gave birth to their first child. As a chance for VL as he center, goes off the skates of Torridello. and so is in Utica skating for the time shortly after being traded. So he hasn't been gone for very long to come right back here to Utica, a team he once called home, as he'll face them tonight. Drafted by New Jersey in 2019 in the 3rd round, the Belarusian goes for a change. The Comets hold on, they'll throw it in. Now grabbing a hold of it here is Gallagher. On his backhand, the left wing side, we played 6 minutes. We played 4 minutes and 3 seconds. Math is very difficult sometimes, but I should be used to it by now. Counting backwards from 20. 2 on the shots on goal, then in favor of Providence as they travel to center ice. Here's Wahlstrom going wide, leaving it. Drop pass, shot, saved by Dawes, fought off with the left hand on the high rising wrist shot by Tufte. That was a close call there. Tufte drafted by Dallas in the 1st round, 25th overall back in 2016. Former AHL All-Star. Looped in a backhander by Hardman. Providence defense will hold on. Now we've told you earlier, they've clinched the playoffs. So on this not very favorable road trip for them that sees them make a pretty long journey through the night after their game, they decided to bring in a bunch of rookies for the game and give us some of their veteran players a rest. And that makes sense for them considering where they are in the standings. Yes, they have 81 points and they'd still like to climb up for some home ice advantage. They did the risk reward and decided it was probably not worth it as Bowers shouldered to the ice and a hit by Duran. Cradled and moved by Ryan Mast, the Bloomfield Hills, Michigan native. Former hometown of myself, where I went to high school there anyways. At Bloomfield Hills, Andover. It's not even a high school anymore. They call it something else. I think it's called Bloomfield Hills High. Jackson Nelson will drive it in deep. Osipov on a backhander. Then to Ethan Edwards. Off the wall to Sam LeBerge. Looks in the rearview mirror to see what was available to him. He'll move it in by way of Jack Malone, who drives it in deep. The goaltender stopped it, mishandled it, had to knife it to the corner, and Schmaltz will take over. Well, all right, not a great exchange. Look out, though, behind the defense. Lurking here is a body. He'll get all the way to the goal line. Sam LeBerge on a backhander. Now Malone will skate out to center ice. 6 minutes gone now in the 1st period. It is a 0-0 game. It's Gambardella on the left wing side. Couldn't hold on. Picked up and moved by Brett Harrison. Harrison stepping in on a 2-on-1. Hill center. Shot. Scores! It's 1-0 for Providence. The body looks like he put that one in, and it's a 1-0 lead for the Bruins. Goal number 7 of the season, point number 11 in game number 39 for a body. This one in. Dawes had absolutely no chance. At 6:10, it's a 1-0 game. Face off at center ice. Comets down by 1 in the early goings here. Remember, they gave up the first goal last night against Springfield as well. And they were undeterred by that. Shot never got through, is blocked in front. And it's Pitlick throwing to center ice. Now going wide on the left wing side. Lochmelis, there's a wrister, saved by Dawes. Rebound, he poked it away. Oh, Lochmelis almost dragged it around Dawes, but a great stick by Nico Dawes to make sure there wasn't a second opportunity. Holding out is Brian Hallinan. Hallinan looks up, he's got help coming with him, and Topias Finland, the defenseman, jumping in. Xavier Perron on the attack as well. Perron on a 4-game point streak, by the way. 2 goals and 3 assists in that time. Had an empty netter in yesterday's contest as Viel moves in. Ryan Mast shoots, saved by Dawes. Big rebound, oh, look out. Between the circles, finally landing on the near side wall. Ryan Schmelzer. 4 goals and 1 assist in his last 4 games played. Now with 19 goals on the season for Schmelzer. He would love to get the number 20 goal tonight if he can. Picked up through the center zone here. Tufte playing it up ahead. Wahlstrom lost control of it. Ethan Edwards to his D partner and Dmitry Osipov. Osipov back for Ethan Edwards. Gathered by the Bruins down low in their own end. And then Daniel Masul. Did he get to center? It does. Now it's played by Wahlstrom, moving 1-on-3. Wahlstrom stripped by the defense, and there's a good play by Dello, now indirectly over the near side. It gets to center ice by way of Colton White. And here's Legare up ahead. Bowers hits the brakes, fans on his shot, however. Puck is free on top of the right circle. Collected by the Bruins again. They want to get it out, and now they get to center and throw it down the ice. This will be an icing call, however, and a stop and play. Well, for 19 goals in the season, by the way, Ryan Schmelzer now has his career high. So the 20-goal mark for him would be fantastic, even though the points are a little different from last year to this year. Last year, he had 34 assists in the season. This year, 16 so far. The highest goal total he had in the American Hockey League, twice at 18 goals in the season. As Bauer shoots, and that was blocked. 11:45 remaining in the opening period. Topia's villain wrist shot, save, and held on to by Nolan Mayer. The goaltender will soak that up. We'll take a break. Down 1-0 on 94.9 K-Rock.
Insights of Helio Health offers child and adolescent clinics providing compassionate substance use and mental health treatment services from a certified community behavioral health clinic that is in a safe space for youth and ages up to 21 years old. Insights of Helio Health is located at 500 Whitesboro Street, where intake assessments are offered 8 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. 7 days a week. For more information, visit www.helio.health or call 315-724-5168. Helio Health, where hope meets healing.
2025 is here. Is your business ready? At Galaxy Media Partners, we don't just market, we ignite your brand. From high-impact events to precision-targeted digital campaigns, sports marketing that puts your business in the lead generation game, and audio strategies that make sure your business name is echoed for all to hear. The future of driving your business forward is Galaxy Media Partners. Send us a message on Facebook or LinkedIn, or email us at info@galaxymediapartners.com. Let's make 2025 your best year yet.
This is Comets Hockey on 94.9 K-Rock.
All right, well, it'll be a face-off here. Well, it looks like Chris Burns, by the way, who is on the ice. And well, now let's talk about Chris Burns, the longtime member of the arena crew here. Spent, I believe, 9 years working in this building. And this, I believe, is his last official game as a member of the Adirondack Bank Center staff. And I don't know if I've ever met anybody as dedicated to this team, to this building as him. Tireless working hours you wouldn't believe that a mere mortal would never be able to withstand. And I just like to say to him, on behalf of the entire organization, we wish you nothing but the best of luck moving forward in your new endeavor. And we couldn't ask for anybody to be as dedicated as you are and have been to this team. Good luck moving forward. We'll definitely see you in the future. Fixes a little patch on the ice that needed to be taken care of. We'll have a chance to remind you this broadcast brought to you in part by Upstate Empire Fitness, located at 1307 Champlain Ave, offering 24-hour accessibility, childcare, group fitness classes, tanning, personal training, online coaching, and more. Become a member today. For more information, check out upstateempirefit.com. Find them on Instagram at Upstate Empire Fitness. For more information, face-off one, shot towards the goal by Strand, but it was blocked. The rebound to the right wing side. They tried to bank it off the goaltender and in, but that didn't connect as Brian Hallinan missed that. It goes all the way down the ice. This will be an icing call against Providence and a stop and play. Promotional consideration paid for by the following: Clinton Tractor, leader in service. Visit clintontractor.net for more information. McLaughlin, Perron, and Hallinan. That's the line that we talked about at the pregame show, Arnev and myself. Looks like a broken stick for McLaughlin. Damian Parmley's got a couple of twigs for him to choose. He says, I'll take this one. Forgot to mention, Mark McLaughlin playing against his former team. So he had this one circled on the calendar, knowing this. We talked to him a couple of weeks ago about it after he came over, and he realized he was going to play his former team, and a former member of the Providence Bruins, Boston Bruins as well, of course. And Now over with the Utica Comets and New Jersey Devils. And what a fantastic addition he has been as an incredibly deft, cerebral, puck-moving centerman. You can never have enough good centermen on your team. That's one thing. And if you lack them, it's a really big deal. Feathered up ahead and a beautiful pass for Toronto. Dump it in. Then he got knocked down in stride running for that puck. 10 minutes and 45 to go. Comets down 1-0. Launched into the Utica zone, Dmitry Osipov. I thought he might reverse that for Ethan Edwards, but he goes over to Malone. Now Malone to Edwards, moving him with speed. Going wide, holding, hits the brakes. Lost an edge, it comes rolling back to center. Right there is Dmitry Osipov, though. He'll take a look, throw it, and deflects out of play. And a stop with 10:25 to go. Face-off they'll do right at center ice. Utica down 1-0, 10:25 remaining in the opening period. On a night where the Utica Comets honored local firefighters and they stepped down to the ice wearing the specialty jerseys in celebration of the night's events. Dropping the puck against the Providence Bruins here. The Comets' 4-game winning streak. Carrying it into the Adirondack Bank Center tonight after yesterday's victory. Last night's against the Springfield Thunderbirds, 5-2, that decision. 2 empty net goals added toward the end of the game to make it look a little bit more out of hand than it really was. And in totality, that game was completely, though, dominated by the Comets, not giving up much at all until maybe the third period. But overall, a great game for the Comets. All right, we'll take a break. We'll come right back at 0. It's a 1-0 deficit for Utica here in the first period. 9:54 to go on 94.1 K-Rock.
A lot goes into taking care of your property. You need equipment with more reliability and versatility built in, like Kubota BX and L Series compact tractors, rated #1 in durability and owner experience. Z Series mowers that deliver a quality cut, and Sidekick utility vehicles where durability meets speed. Visit your local Kubota dealer for a demo today.
Log on or give us a call today at whitesfarmsupply.com.
White's Farm Supply. Need a car part and want to save money? How about a real full-service recycled auto service parts experience? You need to see Dutchers Inc. in Mooresville. They don't just send you out to the lot. They pull the parts, clean them, and test them before selling them. Save money on OEM parts. Get like new used parts to help with that winter wear on your vehicle. Dutchers Inc. has Southern parts and a large selection of Southern truck boxes where there's a lot less salt on the roads. Take a look at their inventory online at DutchersInc.com. Dutchers Inc., Kramer Road in Mooresville.
This is Comets Hockey on 94.9 K-Rock.
9:54 remaining here in the opening period. It's a 1-0 lead for the Providence Bruins. Their goal scored by Joseph Abadi. That goal at 6:10 is the difference thus far. Shots in the game 4-2 in favor of Providence as well. Nico Dawes has been the busier of the goaltenders. Providence had a couple of good chances. Here's Austin Strand. 1 goal and 2 assists in his last 3 games played. Max Willman threw it down the ice. This will be an icing call against the Comets. Willman's pass didn't get to where he had wanted to, so go with it. Willman had a goal last night. Goal of the game before that against Toronto. Mike Hartman carrying a point streak as well. 3 games for him, 3 goals and 2 assists in that time. Out there with Ryan Schmelzer, Providence wins it. Wahlstrom circling, trying to get around Villain. He'll sweep it around to the point where it's scooped up by Millman. And then Ortiz will play to that left wing side. Good passing combination. Picking it up is VL on the left wing. The center goes back to point for a shot, deflects off a stick and stays in off the high glass as the Bruins are putting some pressure in the Utica zone before it's taken by Topias Villain, and he wants to get this puck out if he can. He'll send it over for Strand. Strand right back to Villain. Villain forced out by Patra. It'll finally be handled by Schmelzer, and now Max Willman will stick handle in. Willman had Bowers going with him. Willman on the left wing side with 8 minutes and 39 seconds left to go in the opening period. It's flipped off a body, stays in. Willman tracks it down. Osipov now. Down low for Bowers. Bowers got shouldered by Ortiz. It does come loose, and good job by Gruden to get in there before it's finally recovered and moved down the near side wall. Here's Riley Duran, the Boston 6th rounder in 2020 out of Providence College. Gruden on the near side wall, shovels it around. There's Ethan Edwards. Has to spin back on the shooting left side, and he'll get that over for Osipov. Gathering speed through center ice, then to Bowers, and he'll angle it in. Frederick Brunet is there. He got closed off, the puck is loose, and Brunet will go back and reacquire. Has to be careful, tries to get around Bowers, send it off the near side wall, but not out of the zone. 7 minutes and 55 seconds left to go. It is the opening period. It's a 1-0 game for the Bruins. Comets, though, looking for something here as they battle along the near side wall. No one able to come away with the puck, and now Bowers trying to get that puck for Legare, who's got 4 goals and 1 assist in his last 4 games played. He'll dump it back in the Utica zone. Providence going for a change. Likewise for the Comets. Their forwards anyways. Osipov and Ethan Edwards will make their way off the ice right now. The high flip. It hit the meshing above the high glass in the Providence zone, stopping play with 7:23 left. By the way, Cleveland has a 2-0 lead on Wilkes-Barre tonight. We're scoreboard watching. If Cleveland gets to 77 points, I got to do the math now. That would tie the most points Utica could get this season. If Utica wins the next 7 games, that includes tonight, they'd have 14 more points than they have now, right? Which 14 plus 63 is 77. I was once taught. Cleveland sitting at 75 points could get 2 points tonight and sit also at 77, but they have to lose all the remaining games of the season. So you're saying there's a chance. Dello tried to center it. That was blocked. That deflected. That is not a, they're calling a penalty. Oh, I thought this went off of Howland's stick, but that's okay. It'll be a Comets power play. Hey, you know what? He didn't even argue. Gallagher knew it was a penalty, so my eyes are deceiving me, or at least we're on this angle where the puck was shot out, even though the Comets have a chance at the power play now. They went 0 for 2 last night, 23rd in the league at 17.3%. Providence PK has been one of their strong parts this season, 4th best at 85.3%. Here we go. Comets win the face-off to the right wing side. It's Xavier Perron. He'll control it. Perron taking his time as Strand up top. He has Schmelzer as the bumper. Hallinan on the left side. The shot goes wide. Hallinan scooped it up. Hallinan lost control of it. It's hammered down the ice. .30 seconds gone to the power play. Right now, the drop pass at center ice by Strand, however, is stolen. This indirect off the wall. Schmelzer kicks it back from his skate to his stick. Now he'll maneuver in. Schmelzer onside, left it. Hallinan's got it. Hallinan waits for a bit, rolls it down the near side wall where it's intercepted. And the Bruins are moving shorthanded now. Lunchmelis is on the near side. He'll drag it. He'll turn with it. He'll wait. Then he'll fan it out all the way back in his own zone. Taking his time, taking a look is the defenseman Ortiz. Lunchmelis, the 4th rounder of Boston in 2022. Played a couple of seasons at UMass Amherst before turning pro this season. Nico Dawes forced to hold that puck in a stop and play. Losing territory. 55 left on the power play, down 1-0. All right, let's see. It'll be a face-off. Dawes is left. Syracuse Crunch, by the way, have defeated the Marlies in a shootout today, which gives Syracuse 2 more points. We'll talk about that in just a moment as the Comets try to maneuver out of their zone. Here's Nathan Legare. Legare getting a look up the ice on the power play now, dropping it back, and he'll deliver it to Topias Villain. Villain, and then he'll leave it for Willman. Willman stick handling in, playing it off the far side wall. Daniel Masul's former teammate takes hold of it, using that long reach. Masul twisting. Then over for Schmaltz. Can't get it out, however. Villain keeps it. Little fake. Nice job by Villain. Villain waits. Now over. Willman firing. Fan on it. Second chance. Loose puck in front. Shot. Scores! A scramble in front. White drove the net, put it in, and it's 1-1. 14:56 the time of the goal. Well, Max Willman tried to shoot it, fanned on it. It led to a little more chaos in front. Eventually on goal for a rebound, and Colton White was waiting at the far post and made no mistake. So it's 1-1 as we are now at the 15-minute mark of the period. This will go down for an icing and a stop and play. Great work there. Face off to the left of Nolan Mayer, the goaltender who just allowed that goal. Not sure how much he could have done on that. You have someone standing at the bottom of the circle ready to shoot the puck at you. You get square. You go down to make a save. Shot never came through. And it kind of leaves a lot of craziness that'll ensue in front of you. But it's a 1-1 game, 4:44 to go. First period will return after this.
2025 is here. Is your business ready? At Galaxy Media Partners, we don't just market, we ignite your brand. From high-impact events to precision-targeted digital campaigns, sports marketing that puts your business in the lead generation game, and audio strategies that make sure your business name is echo for all to hear. The future of driving your business forward is Galaxy Media Partners. Send us a message on Facebook or LinkedIn, or email us at info@galaxymediapartners.com. Let's make 2025 your best year yet.
Hey K-Rockers, Jeff Chrisman here at Harley-Davidson of Utica to invite you down to our store on Commercial Drive for an exclusive VIP Harley-Davidson experience. If you've been here before, you know me. If not, give me a call at 315-797-5570 or visit hdutica.com to schedule an appointment to see our state-of-the-art facility and our full line of 2025 Harley-Davidson bikes, parts, accessories, and apparel. Head over to Commercial Drive to see myself, Max Carbone, Shane Gatto, and the rest of the family at your local and family-owned Harley-Davidson dealership today.
This is Comets Hockey on 94.9 K-Rock.
4:44 to go here. It is the first period. It's a 1-1 game. Colton White scored his third of the season on the power play. And Max Willman and Topias Villain have the assist. I believe Willman now has a 3-game point streak. We'll confirm in just a moment. Now that will be a 4-game point streak for Max Willman because I can't read my handwriting. .427 left as it's chased down on the right wing side by McLaughlin. You gotta wonder, you play for a team as long as you do, and then suddenly you're playing against them. Do you ever take a moment and think, which team am I playing for tonight? I have to think that's gotta happen at some point. Ethan Edwards, now Xavier Perrant, who's only played for one AHL team in his career. Brister, handled by Nolan Mayer in the left hand. It was a quick release there by McLaughlin in stride down the right wing side. Gruden wins the faceoff back to Nathan Legare. Legare indirectly to the point. Dello now around for Gruden on his backhand. Turns to his forehand, centered it, and it's cut off. Really good anticipation there by Luchmelis as the Comets trying to drive the goal again. They hold on, shoot it, save, rebound goes out of the glove of Nolan Mayer. It does come loose along the near side wall. Gruden got bumped, it's back to center ice. Bauer shovels it now, and Dello on his backhand plays it off the wall for Legare. Handled by Gallagher, then to Pitlick. Pitlick played 420 games in the National Hockey League. Edmonton, Dallas, Phoenix, Arizona, St. Louis, and the Rangers last year. I remember Pitlick as an Oklahoma City Baron. That's how long ago I go back. Here's Mass firing off the stick and going wide of the short side. It's a love going to Oklahoma City. The shot is handled by Dawes. He'll get that one settled for a stop and a face-off coming to his right. Great city. The only problem with playing Oklahoma City was that the traveling anywhere from Oklahoma City was not fun. So if you played Oklahoma City. Then you had to play against Houston, God forbid. They had to fly the next, that part of that trip where you're busing forever. Mike Hardman, cross ice pass, almost intercepted, but it is picked up by Osipov as he'll move in. Osipov circling, kept on the perimeter for now. To the point, Rister, Ethan Edwards, shot it, rebound once, twice, and it's finally covered by Mayer, and he'll get the whistle. Comets were all over it there. One game, 2:40 left. Utica allowed the first goal of the game just as they did last night. Score the next goal of the game, and that's what they did exactly last night. This game has 2.5 to go in the first period. Down the ice for an icing. .27 to go, face off to Nolan Mayer's left. The Comets will be back in action, by the way, on Wednesday in this building against the Syracuse Crunch. Crunch, they will see them 3 more times, including Wednesday. To close out the season, they'll go home and home with Syracuse on the 9th and the 16th, no, the 18th and 19th. So 3 more times left against them. The Comets have 6 games left on the season after tonight. We were talking about the standings earlier. Syracuse now has 78 points. The Marlies have 77, so those two teams are almost certainly going to make the postseason. The only question is who has the final spot in all of this. Shot towards Dawes, kicked away with the right pad. Schmaltz let it go. Now down the right board, Sam LeBerge. Jordan Schmaltz and Nick Schmaltz are his cousins. Jake Schmaltz, all Wisconsin natives. Jake was born in McFarland, Wisconsin. Boston 7th rounder in 2019. Played 4 seasons at the University of North Dakota. The season just ended. And now a member of his Providence Bruins team turning pro. Sam LeBerge in the far corner. Gambardella got knocked down. Bodies go flying. 3 players fell to the ice almost simultaneously before it's handled by Ortiz. He'll dump it in. First on the puck, though, is Jack Malone. Then to Dello, now Colton White. He'll take the puck up the ice, launch it up. Did it get the stick of Howland? Did not, so it's an icing call with 81 seconds left. By the way, reminding you that Wednesday is also Pucks for Paws. Dogs in attendance on that game. You can go to uticacomets.com/dogs for more information. D-O-G-S, not D-A-W-G-S. Dogs, regular dogs. Thank you. This play down the near side wall. Back inside the Utica zone. Colton White, he'll flip it. Glove down at center ice. A pair of 24s go at it. And it's Howland who has the better of it. Rolling it into the Providence zone. Off the boards by Gallagher. Villain. That puck is rolling like crazy. Finally got it to settle. Now holds on to it in front of his bench. He'll get the red line now down the right side strand for Perron. Perron will spin. He'll center. Shot. Save and held on to. Oh, the goalie wasn't sure. As Howland almost made it 2-1 with 45 seconds left to go in the opening period. That was close. Face off to the right side now of Nolan Mayer. Shots are 7-4 for the Bruins. Feels like the Comets have more. Fillin waits to the right side strand. Firing, that's a save. Off the right arm and a shot therefore. Back to center ice. Picking it up now. Tufte turning. He'll look. Nice pass. A shot by Wallstrom though goes off a stick. Frederick Bernay pinched in from the left wing side. Put it towards Dawes and he'll take no chances holding onto it and getting a face off with 22.9 left. Face off to Dawes' right side. Utica wins the draw now. It's Mike Harbin looking up the ice, firing across ice now. But Brunet is well situated to hold on. Then over for Mast. Indirectly sent in. This will be an icing call. Oh, they're waving off. That puck just sort of died at the end of the period. The ice isn't very good. Slowed up enough. And in 3 seconds, this period is over. Wahlstrom tries one more shot, and that'll do it. Period's over. We'll take a break. We'll come right back. It's a 1-1 game here inside the Adirondack Bank Center. The Comets allowing the first goal of the game by Joey Abadi was answered back at the power play. Colton White scoring. And his third of the year from Wilman and Topias Villain. We'll take a break here, and we'll have the intermission report for you on 94.9 KROC.
Safety, reliability, and convenience are what you've come to know and trust with Superior Plus Propane. Our superior service is always customer focused, offering our clients the latest technology, $0 cylinder exchange fees, and always superior pricing. Homeowners who choose Superior Plus Propane have the ability to monitor their tank levels from the convenience of their phone. Business owners have the added benefit of passing along superior savings to their employees. Join the Superior Plus Propane family.
Got it, thank you.
SuperiorPlusPropane.com.
ZOOMTAN. I was tan last summer, now I'm pale again. I need a little bit of help to be ready for the beach soon. Tan puts the sun within my reach. Brown as a biscuit for $9.99. ZoomTan.com for a limited time. ZoomTan, $9.99. ZoomTan.com. ZoomTan for a limited time.
Go to ZoomTan.com/radio to get the $9.99 offer.
Don't miss Clinton Tractor Spring Sales Event. We're giving you the best deals of the season on all of our inventory. Thousands of used and new equipment in stock, all in one location. Get 0% financing on new Ferris commercial mowers, Massey Ferguson, and New Holland equipment. And trailers and used equipment as low as 5.49%. Restrictions apply. We're giving you the best deals of the season. It's Clinton Tractor Spring Sales Event.
We are the leader in service, Clinton Tractor.
ClintonTractor.net.
Insights of Helio Health offers child and adolescent clinics providing compassionate substance use and mental health treatment services from a certified community behavioral health clinic that is in a safe space for youth and ages up to 21 years old. Insights of Helio Health is located at 500 Whitesboro Street, where intake assessments are offered 8 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. 7 days a week. For more information, visit www.helio.health or call 315-724-5168. Helio Health, where hope meets healing.
Don't settle for the same old boring date night or mom's night out. Indulge in a day of decadence at the Utica Wine and Chocolate Festival. Saturday, April 26th at the Adirondack Bank Center. Sip your way through unlimited samples of the region's tastiest wines, plus offerings from distilleries and cideries too. Enjoy sweet treats, shopping, and a stop at the Ageless Aesthetics photo booth. It's the Utica Wine and Chocolate Festival. Saturday, April 26th. Get your tickets at wineandchocolatefestivals.com. Our friends at Pasalacqua and Associates remind you to always find a safe ride home.
This is Comets Hockey on 94.9 KROC.
Welcome back to 94.9 KROC. This is the 94.9 Utica Comets intermission report. I'm Arnav Pokrell. The Utica Comets and the Providence Bruins are all tied at 1s after the end of the first 20 minutes. But before we break down all of the action that went down in that first period, we're going to take you to an interview that Jason Shai did with Tag Bertuzzi, who's been up and down between Utica and Adirondack this season of the ECHL, has been in the ECHL/AHL system for the past couple of seasons. Before that, was a 4-year member of the O in the OHL, the Major Junior League up in Canada. And Tag Bertuzzi speaking with Jason Shia.
So your dad, at one point, he was in 2001-2, he was in Vancouver.
Yeah.
And the first round against Detroit. That whole year, Todd Bertuzzi was like, let me explain it to fans who maybe don't know about your dad. If your dad was a player in today's game, he would be Draisaitl. He would be that guy.
Mm-hmm.
People in this day and age don't have that kind of size, those hands, and could beat the hell out of you if necessary.
Yeah.
He was, in all seriousness, he was a perfect hockey player in the real Canadian mold.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, he would be a guy like Don Cherry would just rave about.
Yeah,
because he's an old school player, but still, like, unbelievable skill set on him. He'd be a $14 million a year player in the NHL right now. He was that kind of guy. But he was a complete menace to play against. The Red Wings, of course, he took Detroit to 6 games in Vancouver when they played, and Kluche was a goalie and all those guys. Eventually becoming a Red Wing is still one of my favorite Red Wings to ever play. There were times at Julius Arena where they were chanting Todd Bertuzzi.
I have videos on my phone, like the first few videos.
That's really rare. I mean, I don't even know if they did that in the name for Steve Yzerman. Usually Yzerman, Lidstrom, they'd get up and cheer him, but like they were chanting Todd Bertuzzi's name. It was unbelievable, really.
Yeah, that was cool. Detroit's what an unbelievable place to play. I can only imagine, but like for us, like growing up there too, the hockey was unbelievable, and like Detroit loved every one of their players. So being at the Joe Louis was the best arena ever too. Like there won't be an atmosphere like that anymore, which is unfortunate. But yeah, that was so cool growing up, being able to experience those moments.
When your dad, you can help me. When your dad became a Red Wing, how old were you?
Grade 3 is when we first moved there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
So
I
I was
probably 8, 9.
Yeah.
There.
I was really young. So we started out there. I was Troy Sting, actually, my first.
Really?
Yeah, so that's where we started, and then we went.
Really, one more?
Yeah.
All right. I'll let this be your show now. I'll just walk you through it. These controls all here, we have outriggers that come all the way out. We have ones in the back, and that's just to get everything off the ground so we go to use the ladder, we're not on the tires. So your first two is gonna be your left and your right, and it's gonna bring those out. You hold them down until they're all the way out. You wanna go ahead and do that. All right, now our next one. Now you bring them down. Both of these, start to bring them down. What you're gonna do is you're gonna keep lowering them, and then we're gonna wait till our tire's about 4 or 5 inches off the ground. All right, I'll tell you when, I'll give you a heads up. Go ahead, till about your tire just about touches the ground again. Yep, hold it down. The back's lifting up. Good. All right, let's climb up. I'll let you come this way. I'll let you go right that way. Lift that housing unit right up and get right in there. All right, now those 3 sticks right there, those 3 controls, that's what's gonna bring our ladder up, rotate it, and extend it in the position we need. Next to your foot too, that'll raise the speed a little. Your arrow's going counterclockwise, we'll spin it the other way. Yep. Yeah, the whole turntable does. Holy yeah. Yep. Just hold on the whole time.
All right, final exam. How fast can you get dressed?
Oof.
All right.
Radio, jacket. We're gonna cheat. And obviously, cheat.
All right, I'll time you.
I know that's all right.
If you lose, we're gonna have a long day.
I'll text one of your phones. If I'm losing, I'm gonna have to check an AHL player. Radio.
30 seconds.
That's right at the advantage in the radio. But
Time.
Not bad. 39
Not bad. You should take the test.
I mean, I didn't zip up all the way. I was cheating.
You can do it on the way to the call.
Cliff's Local Market delivers gas savings. Save 10 cents per gallon when you use a Citgo gift card at any Cliff's location. Purchase your Citgo gift card today. Cliff's Local Market. We keep you going.
If you're searching for the perfect gift, come see us today at Lennon's WB Wilcox Jewelers. We offer diamond stud earrings starting as low as $119. We also offer both natural and lab-grown diamonds so that there is truly something for everyone. And finally, we are the premier yellow gold jeweler for all the latest stackable trends. Lennon's WB Wilcox Jewelers, for all the special moments in your life.
I went to a regular doctor's appointment 38 weeks into my pregnancy. My blood pressure was elevated and I was 4 centimeters dilated. My doctor sent me to Wynn Hospital.
We know labor could be a very scary experience for all moms.
It's our job to make moms like Brittany feel as comfortable as they can during labor and delivery.
Throughout my entire stay there, through every shift change, from delivery to postpartum, everyone was amazing. I really felt like the nurses, doctors, and the entire team at Wynn Hospital were all about my care.
My favorite blend is Sumatra.
My favorite blend is Adirondack Dark.
I love all the flavor of coffee.
Columbia was my favorite for a long time, but Brazil Serato has taken that over.
I like the apple pie better. It's making me crazy. It's my next favorite.
Adirondack blend and the cannoli.
I heard you crack open a blue light. Come on in. You guys are here too?
Goodbye, empty couch. Hello, standing room only. Labatt takes everything to the power of we.
New York Sash! Winter starting fast! New York Sash!
Enter the New York Sash Chant Contest. You have an opportunity to win a $100 gift certificate to the Utica Comets team store. A new winner each and every month.
Naughty knows best. There's so much to be excited for with Adirondack Bank.
World-class care, state-of-the-art robotic technology, and a staff who cares about you is why Central New York Brain and Spine Neurosurgery offers the best for you and your family's health. Dr. Q and his staff will provide you with the highest quality care and the highest quality outcomes. Don't accept being referred anywhere else. Choose the best. Central New York Brain and Spine Neurosurgery, where Dr. Q cares about you.
$0 cylinder exchange fees and always superior pricing. Homeowners who choose Superior Plus Propane have the ability to monitor their tank levels from the convenience of their phone. Business owners have the added benefit of passing along superior savings to their employees. Join the Superior Plus Propane family today at superiorpluspropane.com.
This is Comets Hockey on 94.9 K-Rock.
Here we go. We're getting ready for the second period. Jason Shine in the broadcast booth. Live inside the Adirondack Bank Center. We can't wait to drop the puck here for the middle frame. And now we are almost. Here we go. Underway. The Comets win the face-off at center ice. No carryover power plays or penalties. We begin the period 5-on-5 hockey in a 1-1 game. They've blown the whistle 8 seconds in. And the referee looking and talking to Ty Gallagher. They're going to put the face-off to the right side of Nolan Mayer. Laughlin taking the face-off. Now they're throwing him out. Laughlin played 14 games with the Boston Bruins in his time in the organization. Here's Osipov, wrist shot. Shrugged away from long range. Now it's Pitlick driving it down low for Gallagher. Going right back for Pitlick, sending it off the wall, rolling to center ice. Ethan Edwards hammered it off the linesman's skate. Maybe his leg. That didn't look like it felt good as it's dumped in to the right of Mayer. Now scooping it up is Daniel Masul. Indirectly off the wall to center. Gathered up by Viel. He'll move in. He'll center. Oh, it hopped over the stick of Pitlick, who was driving the net on the right wing side. The first quality chance, and I'd call that a good chance for the Bruins, doesn't end up in a shot on Nico Dawes. The backhander out to center ice by way of Ortiz. Bruins coming in with Pitlick at the end of his shift. He'll center again. Fired, saved by Dawes. Between the circles, rifling it on net. It was Tufte in a quick release, and Nico Dawes was equal to it as Schmelzer hammers it over the crossbar, bounces to Strand. He'll play it back down low. There's Hardman and Schmelzer and Willman. Top line is on for Ryan Parent and his team. Back to center ice, it's Willman directing it down to Villain. Then for Strand. Dipping the shoulder, going back to Villain. Now throwing it down the left wing side. In front, good stick there by Mason Millman. Wow, the 23-year-old with an excellent stick took away that point-blank chance. Here's Willman coming in and firing that one, dribbling wide in the deflection. Villain. Boy, has he ever been skating well in this game, hasn't he? Austin Strand. Now down low, it'll be sent by Bowers around the boards to Nathan Legare. He got shouldered by Millman, but covered by Gruden. The bouncer back to the blue line. It rolls to center ice. Villain had to be careful and not take an interference penalty, which he didn't. The Comets battle away for the puck in front of their bench before it's scooped up by the defense, and it's Ortiz for Providence to his D partner in Mason Millman. Philadelphia draft pick back in 2019, playing with Saginaw in the Ontario Hockey League. This will go down the ice. They say no icing. Duran, then for Nelson. He had help with the blue line, and Ryan Massa didn't get it to him in time. The Comets will drive it in, but it went into the bench and a stop and play. We played 2 minutes and 23 seconds worth of this second period 1-1 game. Okay, let's see what's up next here for the Comets if they can get something going. Talked about the will to play exceeding what the thoughts are going to be, whatever happens in the upcoming games, whether or not you make the playoffs or don't. The Comets have been playing excellent hockey and currently on that 4-game winning streak. They have not been deterred despite the fact that it's looking a little bleak, bleak every day in the standings, especially when you see teams like Cleveland, Syracuse, Belleville winning hockey games. Ethan Edwards fired, save, rebound. That went off the stick of the goaltender. And now Daniel Masul. That was out of play. Look out. Into the lucky fan from Herkimer. Rolls onto that. 1-1 game, 16:48 to go. Face off now to the left of the goaltender Nolan Meyer. Providence wins it. Gallagher off the wall, trying to exit the puck out of their zone. Brett Harrison battling away, and now it's Schmalz will skate in front of the Utica bench and deliver it back for Harrison just on side. He'll shoot it into the, well, that had to hurt because he went toppling over Torridello. It hit him in the foot. He's got to come back and retrieve the puck though on the near side wall, shoveling it down the boards back to center ice. And so Daniel Masul. Now Gallagher going for Schmalz. He missed it. They'll wave off the ice in there. Colton White will have to play it. He and Abadi, the goal scorers, going after the puck, and it's White was taken down, now picked up at center ice by Hallonen. He'll move in, driven into the wall by Millman. Hallonen with 23 goals on the season leads the team, 36 points in the season as well. Is one ahead of Ryan Schmelzer, has 35 points on the year. Nolan Foote was the leading point getter until he was called up to the National Hockey League. Good for him. They played tonight. I don't know if he was in the lineup tonight, but they did win 4-0 against the New York Rangers. Millman, then for Ortiz. He'll pick it up and send it down the right wing side, shoveled in by Pitlick. Moved down low and a wraparound chance went through the crease. Dangerous moment. As Viala's right in front of the net, hoping that shot will come towards him, and it did, but it was blocked in front. The Bruins with good pressure here in the Utica zone. Nice job by Villain to lay his man down on the ice and take over the puck now and send it down to the right wing side where Max Willman gives chase. Frederick Bernet, backhand pass to center. Vial will turn with it. Now he'll make a lateral play for Bernet. He'll move in with speed, busting through the defense, then taken down. No call, they'll play it off the wall. The Bruins hold on to the Utica zone. 14 minutes and 51 seconds left in the second period. This is driven to the far side where Schmelzer will scoop it up. Now for Max Willman. Schmelzer's on the far side. Willman fires, scores! Last 3 games, sets a 3-game goal streak for Mr. Max Willman. What a shot on the blocker side. Perfectly placed. 5:18, the time of the goal. Max Willman's on fire. 9 goals in the season now. Comets love it. Max Willman has a multi-point night. A goal and assist right now. Bauer's pass. Legare shooting off the right shoulder of Nolan Meyer. Makes a good save and holds on for a face-off coming up to his right. So Schmelzer has an assist on the goal. And that means Schmelzer gets a point. Primary assist for Schmelzer there. That top line has been excellent, haven't they? Schmelzer now points in back-to-back and points in 4 of his last 5 games. .12 left. Second period is a 2-1 lead. Comets with the advantage. They allow the first goal, score the next 2. Colton White on the power play in the first period at 14:56, and it's Max Willman at 5:18 in the second period. Moving Nathan Legare will drive it in. Legare had that puck roll over his stick. He's shoulder to shoulder with Mason Millman. Back to the point, it's intercepted by the Bruins. They turn it over to Wallstrom. And then it's now Bowers going wide. Bowers moving in. Bowers shooting, save. Held on to by the goaltender. We'll take a break. We'll come right back with more. Comets are up 2-1 here in the second period.
Hello, Radioland. Todd here from Big Dog Motors in Frankfurt. Not only are we your one-stop shop for all your automotive needs, and no one can beat any of our prices, we have around 40 trucks, SUV, vans, and cars, all under $15,000. And we can get anyone financed at Big Dog Motors. Let us save you your insurance deductible on your next deer hit, fender bender, or any other insurance claim. Call us first when you get into that accident. Need brakes, tires, or an oil change. Our brake and tire exhaust and wheel alignment prices, they cannot be beat. A set of pads and rotors installed for under $300, that's unbeatable. And 5 quarts of synthetic oil for only $50, again, unbeatable. Get any vehicle, heavy equipment, trailer, or motorcycle inspected at Big Dog Motors. Get your Intox Lock service at Big Dog Motors. Book an appointment, fill out a credit application, or just check out one of our shows at www.bigdogmotorsinc.com or call 315-444-9028, 315-444-9028. And remember, no one beats the GOAT.
This is Comets Hockey on 94.9 K-Rock.
Welcome back. 13:43 to go. Second period here. Great work by the Comets in this game. Yes, they were down, but they just kept pushing. They have themselves a 2-1 lead now, thanks to Max Willman and company. 2 points tonight for him, not bad at all. Face-off coming up to the right of Nolan Mayer, who's actually played very well so far in this game, as we're 3 minutes and 43 away from the halfway mark. Dello sends it across. Colton White floats it into traffic, and so it was blocked. And now it's held on to on that right wing side before it's flipped up to the near boards by Bancroft. Duran driving the goal, and as a result got knocked down. It's a tough play to make. You're going to get a lot of problems as Dawes holds on, save, and the rebound to his left. If you're going to make that play and drive the net, you're going to pay a physical toll, but you could very well be rewarded because that's where goals are scored, by the net. Malone had that puck roll between his legs, and so it's picked up by the Providence defense. Frederick Bernay battling away with Joe Gambardella, who will catch up to it now on the right wing side. Gambardella will spin, then to Malone, back for Gambardella. The battle in the corner here with 12 minutes and 55 seconds left. Strand goes across. Villain holds, Villain shoots, save, big rebound. Bernay's got a hold of it. To the red line he'll go. He'll drive it into Dawes, who will get the goal stick on that and leave it for Topias Villain. Villain looks up, gave it away at center ice. Gallagher moving to the right wing side. That goes to Schmaltz, and now it's picked up indirectly off the wall, back for Gallagher. Getting it from Pitlick. This is an icing call. Yeah, I believe it is. It's going to be against Providence. 12:23 left, second period. 2-1 lead for Utica. Face off the left of Nolan Mayer. Providence hangs on here. Almost 8 minutes gone, the second period, 2-1 lead. Comets have the advantage after scoring the Max Willman goal in the second period. They took that 2-1 advantage as puck is rimmed off the glass in Providence territory. Pitlick going wide. Oh, driven into the boards hard. Now Ethan Edwards, and Pitlick takes a look at the license plate of Ethan Edwards. Osipov will get it in deep. He and Edwards are on defense. Hallinan, Xavier Perron. Well, I thought that was a line. It's actually Hallinan coming off the ice, and so they're going to go with Willman and Hartman, centered by the captain, Ryan Schmelzer. Ethan Edwards got spun around. They center again, the Bruins do, trying to put it back in front of Dawes, unable to do so. Ortiz will reverse it. Providence will get to center yet again, but leaping to catch it was Dello. He'll drive it in, no icing. Ortiz, backhander. Then to Millman. Now on that far side, VL. Didn't get it out. Shot blocked. Rebound White. Holds, shoots, and that was blocked as well. Comets are all over it right now. Bruins trying to desperately just trying to get this puck out if they can. They finally do, and it's Jeffrey VL over the red line. He'll drift to the right wing side. Oh, he got taken off stride by Colton White, who decided to just go for a change. Torrey Dello launched to center. This ramped off the stick of Max Willman, and so he'll go for a change as well. So now we see Gruden and Bowers and Legare on the ice for the Comets. This will be an icing call unless, but no, it will be. No problem at all. Strand got there in time. And a stop and play. 10:34 to go. Shot towards Mayer goes wide, kicked ahead by Tofty, but it doesn't connect. And now the Comets in the entry down the near side. Legare centering it. Bowers was going to the goal. The way Legare has been shooting the puck as of late, as the puck goes out now with 10:15 left. Nothing wrong with him to put pucks on net whenever he can. .15 remaining, second period, up 2-1. Face off right in front of the Comets bench. Patras set out. Wahlstrom took the faceoff and won it back to Frederick Bernay. Boston fifth rounder in 2022, played in Rimouski in the Quebec Major Junior League. That's the famous team of Mr. Sidney Crosby. He's a pretty good hockey player. Osipov, wrister, blocked away by the goaltender. It may have went off the shaft of his stick. A center one-timer just goes wide. Bowers launched it. Osipov going for Bowers, it didn't connect. It's Gruden. And now for Legare. Oh, he's put into the board. There's going to be a penalty against Daniel Masuo. Look out here. Two former teammates grab a hold of one another. Well, once the puck drops, there's no friends anymore. Just teammates. We'll take a break. We'll come right back with more. And a 2-1 lead for the Comets here at 94.9 K-Rock.
Don't miss Clinton Tractor Spring Sales Event. We're giving you the best deals of the season on all of our inventory. Thousands of used and new equipment in stock, all in one location. Get 0% financing on new Ferris commercial mowers, Massey Ferguson, and New Holland equipment. And trailers and used equipment as low as 5.49%. Restrictions apply. We're giving you the best deals of the season. It's Clinton Tractor Spring Sales Event.
We are the leader in service, Clinton Tractor.
ClintonTractor.net.
Freedom of riding a motorcycle on the open road can be a thrilling adventure. At William Attar, we also know that motorcycle riders can face many challenges, and in a crash, they can sustain severe injuries that can be deadly. William Attar is New York's largest motor vehicle accident firm, and we're ready to fight for you. After a motorcycle crash, call William Attar at 315-444-4444, South State Street, Syracuse.
This is Comets Hockey on 94.9 K-Rock.
Welcome back. Comets have a power play here. Had a chance to extend their lead. They already have a power play going in this game. Colton White's got it. Strand, Hallinan, Perron, Schmelzer, and Mike Hartman. Comets win it, but that pass to Strand, too much on it. Inadvertently clearing the puck. Providence killed off 20 seconds worth of the power play as they cross over in the center of the Comets to Xavier Perron now for Ryan Schmelzer. Playing some fantastic hockey, Ryan Schmelzer, right now in this part of the season. Xavier Perron walking it down the boards, takes a look, Doesn't want to shovel on his backhand, goes back up top, but his forehand here's a one-timer fired. Save, rebound, and it goes down the ice. Oh, and flexing out the hand was Nolan Mayer, the goaltender. If you're seeing a one-timer by Howland, that's a shot that you're probably, maybe a few times in your career, see a shot with that much velocity. And it's a heavy, heavy shot. Hartman to Perron, but it's cleared. Corralled by the Comets through center ice. Max Willman dumping it into the left of the goaltender. Now they attack on that right wing side. A new unit is on. Colton White, Gruden, Villain, Legare. Max Willman getting in the corner, trying to wrestle it free. Back the point to Villain. Legare, one-timer, save! Stepped into that one. When he played in junior hockey, Legare, that's where his position was, on the off-shooting left side, the big right shot. Like Alex Ovechkin, who just tied Wayne Gretzky for the most goals in NHL history last night. The entire team watched it happen, or were watching him trying to break the record. Everybody holding their breath at the very end. I suggested that he wouldn't want to go out there, Ovechkin, with an empty net and break the record that way, and it was confirmed the next day, so my suspicions were right. You're going to break the record, do it with a goalie in there. I don't think a goalie wants to be part of that kind of history, but I mean, it's better to be known for that, I guess. Spencer Knight certainly didn't, although he'll go down in the history books, the guy who gave up the tying goal for the most all time. And Joe Beninati, by the way, the longtime television broadcaster of the Washington Capitals, had an absolutely phenomenal line. I mean, phenomenal as the puck goes out of play. Was the great 8 stands with the great 1. And I thought that was just genius. Genius line. You know, those are the moments when you're a broadcaster. The one thing you can't do in that moment is you can't mess that moment up as a broadcaster. That is like, you have to be just dialed in that moment, because if it happens, your voice will go on an indelible mark, not only in a team's history, but in the history of the National Hockey League. They'll play that moment over and over again. And when Gary Thorne called it for Wayne Gretzky, I remember the call, and I remember exactly the play, because you know, I've seen it 1,000 times when that moment happened. He was a member of the Los Angeles Kings. So those are moments as a play-by-play guy that it's a great deal of responsibility, number one, but to have that is an honor, an absolute honor, and it's only a few guys in the history of the game that get that kind of opportunity. And Joe Beninati last night with that call, 10 out of 10. Couldn't be better, would be impossible. And the chance in front we have here to the fight now. Fight, Osipov's going. Got a hold of someone here. Abani's a tough kid. Osipov's as tough as they come. Look out, right hands are coming. Osipov with lefts now rights. Right again, a right again. Takes one, keeps going. Oh, he's chopping him down. Oh my goodness, another one. Abani comes back with a right, now again, right hands. And the linesmen step into it. Oh wow. Both benches standing. The fans are standing, and they're roaring. How about that one? Abadi, by the way, is 6'1", 197. Standing against Osipov, who's 6'4", 230. Gave up height, gave up weight, and stood toe-to-toe with Osipov. It's a great tilt. My goodness, that's the best tilt of the year, without question. On a Saturday night in Utica, give us that all day. Six minutes and 27 to go. Second period.
Providence now number 46,
Held on to by Dawes. 6:11 left, second period. All right, well, let's see. Comets win the D-zone draw. Torrey Dello, now Nathan Legare. Gruden was going to skate into traffic, so a little reluctant to do so. The Comets will go boards to boards, and Colton White will wire around the dash. Daniel Masoul. And now Legare didn't hold on to it. Riley Duran leaves it. Nass trying to shoot it, but the Comets come right back. Oh, Gruden would have been all alone if he could have got that puck down the right wing side. It missed his stick. White. Then for Legare, he's onside. He'll hit the brakes, he'll stop. He'll throw it down the near side wall where it's reacquired here by Bowers. He wanted a center, but it's intercepted. 2-1 game. Comets are up by a goal in this game thanks to Max Willman's tally at 5:18 of this second period. We have now 5:16 left to go. Legare fires and sent it wide. Oh, he was wide open. What a pretty pass he took, and here's another shot. Hardman save. Nolan Mayer with traffic in front, but he saw that puck and made the save. Legare, every time he shoots now, I think it's going to go in. Strand, wrister, hits something in front and goes out with 4:57 left. We'll take a break. We'll come right back with more on 94.9 K-Rock.
Hi, this is Paul Collis from Fred F. Collis & Sons with some exciting news about NYSERDA's Empower Plus program. This program provides our income-eligible customers with free home energy upgrades like insulation, heat pumps, and hybrid water heaters. As an example, a family of 4 making under $93,000 can qualify for between $5,000 and $24,000 in free upgrades.
Count on Collis to help you save on your home comfort projects, starting with a free home energy assessment. Get in touch at fredfcollis.com.
Athletes Who Care, AWC, works with Syracuse University student athletes to provide meaningful charitable opportunities. Athletes Who Care is a 501c3 charity that supports other charities in their efforts to provide education, combat poverty, provide services for the elderly, and preventing cruelty to children, women, and animals. AWC partners with athletes so they can use their recognition and leadership. Can you help today? Visit awccuse.org to donate. That's awccuse.org.
This is Comets Hockey on 94.9 K-Rock.
4:57 left to go, second period. Comets 2-1 lead. Face off to Nolan Mayer's left side. Schmelzer with Willman and Hardman. And the face-off won by Utica. It's Austin Strand throwing it across. Villain turns and shoots into traffic. And now it's carried out by Lochmelis. He lost control right in front of his bench, and here come the Comets back in. Willman shooting, blocked. It'll roll to the goaltender. Will take the whistle and a stop and play. With 4:39 left to go in the second period. It's a 2-1 lead for Utica. Shots are 15-12. The Comets have the advantage there, and the 2-1 lead, of course. Collected by the Bruins as they move out of the D-zone. VL, 27-year-old, played for San Jose for 5 seasons. Last year with Manitoba. Both the Barracuda and the Sharks, that is. Ethan Edwards. Now for Xavier Perron. He'll hold up for Edwards. Down low. Edwards on his backhand. Centers it. Driving the goal, but falling out of the where the puck was, the area anyways. McLaughlin. Nico Dawes, always on his toes, recognizing where there's areas he can play the puck. That's a perfect example right there. Once he realized they were rimming it, he was right behind his net to help out his defense and move the puck. And now as a result of it out of the The zone, this is stop and play. What do we have here? It's a penalty coming up. And it's going to be a slashing penalty. Patra's arguing, but it'll be to no avail. Face off the right here of Nolan Mayer, the Comets of the power play. Oh, there's going to be a penalty coming right back. Now it's going against Nathan Legare. That took 6 seconds worth. So that goes there goes the power play for Utica. We're going to go to 4-on-4 hockey now. So 4-on-4 hockey for 3:42. Dawes will see the face-off to his left. All right, so 4-on-4 hockey. Why not? Let's try it out. Let's see. Schmelis lost the face-off, and so here's Ethan Edwards to center ice. Now Hardman back for Edwards. Cross-ice pass to Schmelzer. He'll turn back in his zone. 4-on-4 hockey. Possession is always important, but it's always magnified even more when you take players off the ice, and now we see 4-on-4. Moved in by Colton White. He'll circle. Down low for Mike Hardman. Hardman backhander to the point. Ethan Edwards faking, trying to move down that left wing side. He does. Edwards, he's got great wheels. He'll move it up now. His pass deflected to Colton White. Now Schmelzer with control. Schmelzer holds on. Lost the handle on the puck. It comes back to the near side wall, and Bruins don't want to dump it in. They'll keep control of it, driving it back for their D. It goes Ortiz, then to Millman. Now carrying Ortiz, he'll take a look. He'll try to center. It does come loose in front of Dawes for a moment, but Bowers has control, and here come the Comets. It could have been a 3-on-2, maybe it is. Here's Bowers, holding it. Bowers, the Strand, fires, sent it wide, and there's a penalty. What do we have? Too many men on the ice. Yeah, they're going to call too many men. Well, that was tough. They made a change. Strand was very eager to get on. They're saying that he did not delay long enough, and as a result, they had 5 on the ice. That was close, but that's the ruling. So now we have a 4-on-3 power play for the Bruins. Face off the left now of Nico Dawes. McLaughlin will take the draw. 4-on-3 power play for Providence will begin in a moment here, but they're going to do this face-off over again. I think Wallstrom, yeah, he'll take it on the shooting right side. He wins it back, but as he won it, there's nobody back there on the near point, or at least in the middle of the ice, and he inadvertently cleared it. So here we go, 4-on-3. It's McLaughlin, Strand, and Dello. Comets up 2-1. Providence now 4-on-3 power play. Another clear by Utica down the ice. Great work. Around the corner, comes back out to the point. Stolen by Schmelzer. Moving shorthanded, 1-on-1. Schmelzer, holding, shooting, blocked, rebound the other way. Getting control of it here is Lochmelis. Cross ice goes off the skates of Wahlstrom. 100 seconds left in the second period. And it's Schmelzer with a clear again. Legare was lurking behind the defense as he got out of the box. It is now a 5-on-4. Legare shorthanded, holds on, drops the shoulder, moves the middle, backhander just went wide. That would have been a thing of beauty. 5-on-4 for 45 more seconds. And there's 80 seconds left to go on the time of the second period. Comets with a 2-1 lead. Legare's all over it. Gathered up and moved by Patras. He'll dump it in. Nico Dawes, Brett Hull 1 style, gets it out on the shot. It comes back to center ice. Legare. Now Willman. Willman. Backhander. Just wide. We're at 5-on-5 in 14 seconds. You'd never know that Providence was on a power play here. They've had nothing going, and it continues to be nothing for them. And now it will be a 5-on-5 scenario here with 35 seconds left to go in the second period right now. The crowd loves it, as they should. That was a phenomenal penalty kill by the Comets. Period's over in 25 seconds. Ethan Edwards to Gruden. Gruden to Hallinan. That cross-ice pass gets to Legare. Down low for Gruden. Gruden will sweep it for Strand. Strand on the right wing side. Holds on. Now they center. Hallinan firing. Oh, great save there. Mayer got his left shoulder on that in time. Otherwise, we're in a 3-1 game, but the period is over. 2 seconds and 1, and that's it. Okay, 40 minutes in the books. 20 minutes of regulation remaining. We'll take a break on 94.9 K-Rock. We'll come back with more.
A lot goes into taking care of your property. You need equipment with more reliability and versatility built in, like Kubota BX and L Series compact tractors, rated #1 in durability and owner experience. Z Series mowers that deliver a quality cut, and Sidekick utility vehicles where durability meets speed. Visit your local Kubota dealer for a demo today.
Log on or give us a call today at whitesfarmsupply.com.
White's Farm Supply.
2025 is here. Is your business ready? At Galaxy Media Partners, we don't just
they haven't started the clock yet,
ignite your brand. From high-impact events to precision-targeted digital campaigns, sports marketing that puts your business in the lead generation game, and audio strategies that make sure your business name is echoed for all to hear. The future of driving your business forward is Galaxy Media Partners. Send us a message on Facebook or LinkedIn, or email us at info@galaxymediapartners.com. Let's make 2025 your best year yet.
Hey, K-Rockers, Jeff Chrisman here at Harley-Davidson of Utica to invite you down to our store on Commercial Drive for an exclusive VIP Harley-Davidson experience. If you've been here before, you know me. If not, give me a call at 315-797-5570 or visit hdutica.com to schedule an appointment to see our state-of-the-art facility and our full line of 2025 Harley-Davidson bikes, parts, accessories, and apparel. Head over to Commercial Drive to see myself, Max Carbone, Shane Gatto, and the rest of the family at your local and family-owned Harley-Davidson dealership today.
Insights of Helio Health offers child and adolescent clinics providing compassionate substance use and mental health treatment services from a certified community behavioral health clinic that is in a safe space for youth and ages up to 21 years old. Insights of Helio Health is located at 500 Whitesboro Street, where intake assessments are offered 8 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. 7 days a week. For more information, visit www.helio.health or call 315-724-5168. Helio Health, where hope meets healing.
Make your next date night or mom's night out memorable at the Utica Wine and Chocolate Festival, Saturday, April 26th at the Adirondack Bank Center at the Aud. Sip and savor your way through unlimited samples of the region's tastiest wines, plus offerings from distilleries and cideries too. Enjoy a sweet trip to the chocolate fountain, shopping, and more. It's the Utica Wine and Chocolate Festival, Saturday, April 26th. Get your tickets at wineandchocolatefestivals.com. Our friends at Pasalacqua and Associates hope you enjoy the day, but remind you to always find a safe ride home.
This is Comets Hockey on 94.9 K-Rock.
Welcome back to 94.9 K-Rock. The intermission report continues. Utica Comets lead the Providence Bruins 2-1 after a second period goal. But before we break down everything that's gone on in this game so far, we take a look back at Ryan Schmelzer's best moments of the season.
Schmelzer, he's been the captain since the Utica Comets joined forces with the New Jersey Devils. The Buffalo
I got 15 and a half here on
native has worn the captaincy on his sweater proudly all these seasons.
I don't know if you can tell, but I
long,
can't hear you. So if you're talking,
as
I
he
can't
passes now his 400
Oh, sorry, yeah.
played in the American Hockey League, I thought it was worthy to tip our hat and listen to some of his accomplishments over the course of this regular season. Let's start off with a game that was a kind of a pivotal game in the season. The Comets had lost their first 13 games, but Ryan Schmelzer in the first period in Syracuse scored a big goal that started a little bit of a rally for the team to get behind, and it was his first of the year, and a pretty big goal that eventually helped to win the game against the Crunch. Picked up by Perron. Tompkins tries to clear himself, but gave it away to Hartman. Hartman off the wall. Comes back for Bissard. Now Beckman. He stifles a chance to clear the puck. Perron starting and stopping on the right wing side to the goal line. Fire. Tompkins saved once, twice. Rebound loose. Beckman leaves it. One-timer scores! Ryan Schmelzer! Power play goal! And the Comets make it 1-0, and it's the captain on the power play who gets it done. A scramble in front of Tompkins. He couldn't melt it down. The pass to Schmelzer, he wasn't missing from there. And the Comets make it 1-0 on the first goal of the season from Ryan Schmelzer. That feels pretty good for him, I'm sure. Yeah, there's no doubt about it. That was a relief for the Comets at that moment, getting that goal. And, you know, they'd have a string of wins that would come subsequent to their initial win of the season. And they would continue to fight their way along to try to get into the playoffs in the North Division and occasionally play teams outside the North. Well, here's a listen to one of his goals in January. Ryan Schmelzer on the ice against the Wilkes-Barre Scranton Penguins. I don't know what it is about playing the Atlantic Division. The Comets have had great success against them. Well, here's a goal for Schmelzer against Wilkes-Barre at home at the end of January. Utica trying to make it 4 in a row here, folks, for the second time this year. The draw is lost to the Penguins. Boosted in on the right wing side to the blue line. He'll get it right back. Can't shoot from there. Comets are doing a good job of taking away anything up high. Now a move for Schmelzer. Knocked down the ice to the empty net. Bullseye! That'll do it. Yeah, Schmelzer, who's always on the ice in those pivotal moments for the course of the in the course of the game. He takes those big face-offs. You have him either if you need a goal, if you're down by a goal. He's the one standing in the face-off dot, trying to get a victory for the team, and he'll end up depositing pucks in the empty net quite a few times because, well, when you're on the ice in that moment, it means you're a pretty important player. Let's go to the game that took place in the early part of March. It was a game against Syracuse, and this game against the Crunch, well, it was a win at home against their most toughest rival in the team that the Comets have had great success against this season. Schmelzer will take the face-off here. He's out there with Brian Hallinan. Santeria Tuck and Colton White are on defense. 20 seconds to go. 4-on-4 hockey before Nathan Legare. There's a goal! Oh my goodness! Can you believe it? Oh, we gotta see this one again. Another strange bounce over the weekend. And Ryan Schmelzer's gonna get this goal. Howlin along the boards and then centered off of Santini and in. Yeah, you get the bounces. You get the bounces when you're on the ice, the right place, right time. And, well, there's a good bounce for Utica en route to a victory against the Syracuse Crunch. Well, it was his 400th AHL game. Well, it took place in Hershey for his 400th AHL game. And you want it to be a memorable game, right? Because it is a significant mark in your pro career. All Ryan Schmelzer did would have 2 goals on that evening to help the Comets yet again defeat an Atlantic Division team, the 2-time defending Calder Cup champion Hershey Bears. Here's Ryan Schmelzer's first of 2 on that afternoon's game at the Giants Center. Utica wins the faceoff. Austin Strand has a hold of it. Strand takes his time to the right wing side. Now it's Xavier Perron. Scores! It's deflected on the way in, and I believe it's Ryan Schmelzer who gets it. In his 400th game, scores in back-to-back games for the Comets, and it's a power play goal that took 11 seconds. 11 seconds is all it took for the Comets to strike on the power play. Great feeling. And then they weren't done, though. They kept scoring after that, including another goal by Schmelzer, driving down the left wing side.
Welcome to Bella Bride, where we offer a private and personalized experience for our customers, by appointment or by chance. We have more than just wedding gowns. We have gowns for all occasions.
Book your appointment at Bella Bride today.
We can't wait to be a part of your special day.
The only card you need for shopping online. Visit Adirondack Bank today.
For over a decade, Don's Ford has been more than just your trusted dealership. We've been a proud member of the Utica community. From day one, we've partnered with the Utica Comets, standing together to make a difference in the lives of those who all call Utica home. Since 2013, we've cheered side by side as ticket holders, sharing our passion for the game and for our hometown. Together, we're not just supporting hockey, we're supporting Utica. Good luck to the Utica Comets this season from your proud partner, Don's Ford, your hometown dealership, home of the $279 a month payment.
I think I had too much to drink at the party.
Keys, please.
Every day, we put into practice the belief that our community can be revitalized through responsible business development by giving back through innovation, standing out in the industry with new products, methods, and services. Most importantly, to roast and share our phenomenal coffee in that process.
Esalen & Company is the best place to buy an engagement ring because we really do take the time to educate you. We try to make a personal appointment with you so we can spend the time to give you what you're looking for.
Choosing an engagement ring is the decision of a lifetime, and we can help. Visit us for a unique selection and personalized service. Let's make your big moment truly special. Steve Lennon & Company Jewelers, 23 Genesee Street in the Village of New Hartford.
Our family here at Clinton Tractor has lived and worked in the community for over 70 years. And because we also farm the land, we understand what our customers need. And that's why we are the leader in service.
I had a heart attack 27 years ago, so when I started having chest pains again, I knew something was wrong.
Don had severe life-threatening blockages and needed urgent quintuple bypass surgery. I knew where Don would get the best heart care, right here at the Wynn Hospital.
It was first-class care at its best. After the surgery, I feel like I'm 76 going on 18. I would recommend Wynn Hospital to all.
At Steve Ponte Mazda, our Move to Mazda sales event is back. Save on a new Mazda lease or enjoy 0.9% APR financing on new 2025 Mazda CX-30s, CX-5s, CX-50s, CX-70s, and CX-90s. Mazda finished 2024 with a 16.8% sales increase year over year and was awarded more IIHS Top Safety Pick Plus awards than any other brand. Let's make your deal at Steve Ponte Mazda.
Scott Ingersoll, well, first of all, we got a good fight earlier today. I know you saw that up and close and personal.
We had a great fight a little while ago. He really did the UFD proud with that fight, and we got to give him a shout out. Number 44, great job.
Osipov, way to go. That was a heck of a battle. They're wearing those sweaters tonight, dedicated to you guys. What do you think when you see them?
When they first introduced them, I couldn't believe what a great job they did with it. Those jerseys are really one of a kind, and I can't wait to get a hold of one myself.
When you look around and you see all the support from the community for all that you guys do for us, just what do you feel when you see things like this and this event unfold before you?
We have a great group of firefighters. We're proud to serve the city of Utica and the area, and I can't say enough about the people that I work with, and it's a pleasure to be the fire chief of this great city.
Well, I asked the head of the Utica Police Department yesterday, Mark, what he thought the Comets should do to secure a victory in the third period. I'll ask you the same thing. Put your coach's hat on, and what do you think they need to do here? It's a close game.
I think we need a couple more shots on goals, and I'd love to see maybe one more fight to finish out the night.
I think we all would. Thanks for doing this. Thanks for all you do. We'll come back with more.
Thank you.
Hey, that was awesome.
Country Rock Trailblazer, Brantley Gilbert, the Tattoos Tour 2025.
These ain't just some tattoos, this is who I am. This is what
Adirondack Bank Center, Friday, April 25th, with special guests Travis Denning and Peyton Smith. Get tickets now at EmpireStateTix.com. The brand new album Tattoos is available everywhere. For more, visit BrantleyGilbert.com. Produced by Pepper Entertainment.
For a 3-2 final score over the Toronto Marlies. The Marlies also pick up a point, however. So Marlies at 77 points on the season. Syracuse now at 78 points on the season. So both of them effectively are in to the playoffs. Both of them effectively knocking out Utica out of the playoffs, because the max points that Utica can get, including tonight, would be 77. So let's take a look at how that breaks down. The only two teams left are the Cleveland Monsters and the Belleville Senators in terms of results that Utica could use going its way. And right now, Cleveland up to nothing end of the second period over the Wilkes-Barre Scranton Penguins. So couple of periods, I should say one period left there. Belleville down 3-0 over the Rochester Americans. So looks like Belleville will fall even more behind as Cleveland pushes for 77 points on the season. And if all three teams get to that 78-77 mark in terms of Syracuse, Toronto, and Cleveland, Utica would need all of them to lose out the rest of the regular season to even have a fighting chance. Right now, it is Utica scraping by, but effectively eliminated from playoff contention. Out on the West Coast, Utica City FC's in action right now. They're down 5-2 to Baltimore with 7 minutes to play, but a couple of other scores around the AHL we can take a look at. End of the second between Hartford and Hershey, 2-1. The Bears lead the Wolfpack. Out in Allentown, Pennsylvania, end of the second between the Lehigh Valley Phantoms and the Springfield Thunderbirds, that is all tied up at 0. Laval Rocket head out west to take on Abbotsford. That puck drop in a couple of hours. And we'll take you back now to a break, because when we come back, it's third period action between Utica and Providence on 94.9 K-Rock.
Pure driving pleasure. Hit the road.
Perfect. Thank you.
The all-electric BMW i4 Grand Coupe. The redesigned front exterior
the
and
Comets would be
elegant
eliminated
lights
if
give this
Cleveland
Grand
wins the
Coupe
game?
an athletic aesthetic.
They would need Cleveland to then lose the rest of the season. So Cleveland would be at 77.
But okay, the Comets would be at 77 if they win out.
For 36 months.
And you're saying that Cleveland has a tiebreak?
Cash down includes $4,000.
I believe they do. I can check officially, though.
Can you check?
Yeah.
Okay.
Position fee and $0 security deposit. Not all customers qualify for security deposit waiver. Tax, title, license, registration, and dealer fees are additional fees due at signing. MSRP $64,825. 10,000 miles per year. 25 cents per mile thereafter. Lessee responsible for excess wear and tear. For qualified lessees through BMW Financial Services with a minimum credit score of 700. Offer valid through April 30th, 2025. Verdict BMW. Your performance and luxury headquarters at Drivers Village in Cicero. Visit VerdictBMW.com.
Every year, more than 2 million guns across the Mohawk Valley are abandoned. Left alone, cold and lonely, suffering in attics, garages, and basements, not being responsibly used. These guns can change color, rusting from emotional damage, never knowing the confident grip of a human hand. or what it's like to be loaded with the proper caliber ammo. Don't let them suffer in silence. Won't you help them by rehoming them? You can step up and be a hero today by bringing these sweet firearms to Sticks and Stones Firearms in West Winfield. Thank you.
Call Sticks and Stones Firearms in West Winfield, where Rick will rehome your firearms and see his large inventory. Thousands of guns in stock. Call Rick at 315-204-4223. The area's largest online firearms and accessories store. Online, sticksfirearms.com. See what's in stock at Sticks and Stones' new location, 121 South Street, West Winfield.
Need a car part and want to save money? How about a real full-service recycled auto service parts experience? You need to see Dutchers Inc. in Mooresville. They don't just send you out to the lot. They pull the parts, clean them, and test them before selling them. Save money on OEM parts. Get like new used parts to help with that winter wear on your vehicle.
So mathematically not eliminated, but Cleveland just couldn't pick up another point the entire season, so even an overtime point.
You look at their inventory online at DutchersInc.com. Dutchers Inc., Kramer Road in Morrisville.
This is Comets Hockey on 94.9 K-Rock.
Here we are, ready for the final period of regulation. The Utica Comets and the Providence Bruins. It's 2-1 as we drop the puck for the third. The Comets scoring the lone goal of the previous period as Pitlick is in, throwing it across Dawes, and nobody on that weak side. Pitlick goes after it, put into the boards by Dmitry Osipov, who had that amazing fight with a body earlier in this game. That was ferocious, those two men going at it. Getting Osipov the win on the score sheet there, the scorecards. Ryan Mass pinching in from the near side, shouldered by Osipov. 2-1 lead here for the Comets in the early goings of the final period of regulation. It's the final game for the Comets on the weekend. The next time they'll be in this building will be on Wednesday against Syracuse. And if I remember correctly, and Eric Wiatek will know this exactly, but I believe the Comets are undefeated on Wednesday nights this season. The Bruins on the left wing side center. Dawes will knife that away. It's picked up along the right wing side for Pitlick. This is a good shift for Providence to begin the period. Millman firing it into traffic. No one knows where that puck is. It finally came free. It's loose for Osipov. They're trying to wire it off the boards and out, but he can't do it. And now it's Ortiz on the right wing side stepping in. Throws it back for a shot that goes over the crossbar. This is a long shift. Over a minute now in the Comet zone, and they're trapped there for now. Wallstrom is in as Providence changes their line while they're in the offensive zone. That's how long they've had possession. Back to the blue line. It's held onto by Millman. Osipov has been out there, as has Edwards. They can't get off yet. Perrant. McLaughlin finally taken out by Hallonen to center ice. And the Comets can finally make a change. Hallonen will peel away and get to the bench. Wow. You breathe a sigh of relief after spending a minute and a half in your zone as the puck goes down the ice. No icing. Or is it? Oh, it is an icing. The Bruins bench is arguing. Now they're saying they can't change, right? Yeah. To the right wing side, there's Torey Dello. Now to the point, Colton White. Cross and the deflection, settled in the bottom of the far circle. Shot, scramble, rebound held on to. Nolan Mayer's got that in the paraphernalia, holds on to it. Almost 3 minutes gone in the third period. Lagaré going wide will chip the puck in. from the left boards now, wheeling and getting to center ice along that left wing side. Picking it up is Frederick Brunet. Shot, scramble, back to Villain. Villain walks it over to the near side, leg right, fires, he scores! What a shot! 3-1! I mean, this is a bullet. High glove and in. That is ridiculous. 3:22 the time of the goal. Nathan Legaray has it. He had 4 goals in his last 4 games. Now has 5 goals in his last 5, including tonight. And that gives the Comets an insurance mark and a 3-1 lead. Down low against that far side. So Villain has an assist on that, by the way. And John Gruden. Comets 3-1 lead in the battle for their 5th straight win this season. If they can do that, they'll have the lead. They have to keep it for 16 more minutes worth of regulation time. Rister from the point, block, rebound chance for Malone. Malone will get that puck in deep as his line mates go for a change. The Comets won 5 previous straight games from November 22nd to November 30th. As a shot goes wide, is rifled by Colton White. One of those wins, by the way, was against Providence. Of the 5, it was number 3. Backhander Howland scores! Oh-ho! 4-1. A minute and 5 seconds apart from each other. Howland scores. Goal number 24 in the season, leading the team. It's all Utica now. Well, all right, they'll take it. Battle for the puck down low. It does come free. There's Howland. They're announced the Howland goal. Xavier Perrott on the left side. Put it back in front of the goal, and Nair couldn't get a hold of it with his left hand. Torricello gets an assist on it. 4:27 the time of the tally. It's all Utica here now, a 4-1 lead. McLaughlin the point. How about the period starting with Providence at about a minute and a half in the Utica zone? And now it's Utica with 2 straight goals. That's how it works sometimes. Told you earlier, Providence doesn't necessarily need the points. They'd like it for seeding purposes that puck goes out of play. But they've already clinched the playoff spot, so they didn't put their best team on the ice. No offense to the guys who are out there, but you know, they didn't bring DiPietro on the trip and goal, or Brandon Bussey. They dressed a whole bunch of rookies tonight, so they knew what this game was. The travel is, for them, the wear and tear on the travel wasn't worth it. But Utica will take advantage, no problem, having a good night as a result of it. Around the corner to the near side, reaching out Hardman, and now Schmelzer directing it to Topias Villain, then Schmelzer, cross ice pass, it'll get to Strand. Strand sends it up to Willman. Willman drags it, Willman holds it, couldn't shoot it, tried to get back on his stick, but he fell over, and so it's reacquired by Willman now. He'll center, Schmelzer fires and scores! 5 5-1. His 20th of the year. Three goals in less than 3 minutes. Well, if you're the Bruins, you're not going to want to take much more of this. You know you're down now. You know you've given up a bunch of goals in a row. They're obviously a very, very good team. And they're going to make the postseason with the Bruins missing the playoffs for the first time in forever. They're going to have a good team going in the postseason. But nobody likes to be embarrassed. Rister. Dawes makes a save off the right arm. Osipov sends it to center ice. Ryan Mast going off the wall back to neutral territory. It's cradled and moved by the Comets. Those who recover it. Mast finds it, sends it up now. Bancroft, and then Mast, they'll dump it in. Nico Dawes, the ever-present stick behind his net, cuts the dump in off and tries to deliver for the defense, which is Osipov. Down the right wing side to Legare. Two right shots on that far wall. Legare, who has a goal in this game. Seems like the last maybe couple weeks he scored every game. It's unbelievable. That's such a great shot too. Colton White. Talked about career highs for Schmelzer and goals scored. Legare has career high in points coming into the night. He had point number 23 in the season, now adds a point, 24, adds a goal, his 17th of the year. So lots of Comets players playing particularly well this season and getting big numbers as a result of it. You look back at the season and you think, how did this team not make the playoffs? And if they did, they would have given a lot of teams a lot of trouble. I can tell you that right now, the way they're playing and their goaltending, especially with Nico Dawes. The fact is that the start of the season was going to end up costing them a potential playoff spot. And losing 13 in a row, it's really disappointing, because there was a time, we talked about this earlier, there was a time in the season not that long ago, they were 8 points away. Someone lost their bucket. Looks like it was Harrison who did. But it wasn't that long ago that they were 8 points out with about 17 games left, and you figured they could continue to keep that alive and keep it going. But things happen the way they happen. We'll take a break. We'll come right back with more on 94.9 K-Rock.
Right now at Joe Tahan's Furniture and Mattresses, zero means zero. Here's Joe and Al.
Hi, this is Joe, and I'm Al. Today, zero gets you everything. Zero down and 0 interest with equal payments for up to 6 full years. Plus, amazing mattress deals. Sealy Posturepedic Queen Mattress, $5.99. Sealy Posturepedic Hybrid Queen Mattress, $7.99. Or shop the lowest prices on Tempur-Pedic mattresses. Plus, get a $300 gift certificate with every set.
Plus, our superior comfort guarantee assures your satisfaction. Hi, this is Al. You'll find the hottest prices on quality mattresses by Sealy, Stearns & Foster, Tempur-Pedic, Primo, and more. Good health starts with good sleep. So get a good mattress, and we make it easy, because zero means zero. Zero down, 0 interest with equal payments for up to 6 full years.
So come on down to Joe's.
My kids and I will be looking for you. Do what is right, not what is easy. But there's zero time to waste. So get to Joe Tahan's Furniture now at all 3 locations, Rome, New Hartford, and Yorkville, or tahans.com.
This is Comets Hockey on 94.9 K-Rock.
All right, well, the goals scored in this period, Nathan Legare, Brian Howland, and Ryan Schmelzer. Schmelzer scoring goal number 20 on the season. Point number 36. I believe he has an assist in this game, so should have... he does have an assist. He has 30. Let's see if I can do the math here. Yes, 37 points. He had the primary assist on the Max Willman goal that made it 2-1. Providence center, Dawes save, rebound in front of him, taken over by Villain. Off the wall of the point, though, Mass firing, saved by Dawes. I have that as the 13th and 14th shots of the game. Here's Mast again. Floats it wide. He didn't want to put it into the plethora of bodies in front of Dawes before it came out that left wing now. Ochmelis wanted to put it back in front for Daniel Masul, the defenseman who had pinched in. The Comets take it out to center ice, and Xavier Pront will throw a backhander, and the goaltender holds on to it. He'll leave it for the defense, and now Masul surveys the ice. Stick handles around Ryan Schmelzer, playing it off the wall for Schmaltz. Lateral pass to Mast at the end of his shift. He'll get the red line and sweep it in. Dawes was going to play it, but then stays put because that puck went off a partition kind of strangely. Still inside the Utica zone for now, Ethan Edwards. Now Schmelzer, back for Edwards. He'll maneuver in. He'd love to get his first pro goal if he could. He's all the way to the near side wall on his backhand. Edwards turns, took a heavy hit, knocked down by Wahlstrom. And the Bruins have iced the puck, and it will be a whistle against them here with 10 minutes and 7 seconds to go in regulation time. Comets 5-1. This lead expands to 4 now. .07 remaining. Rooted in the face-off down here. Eventually picked up by Mason Millman. And did he ice it? He did not. It deflected, so no icing. Ethan Edwards, he wanted to play it on the reverse, but it took a weird bounce, so it carried to center ice. It got knocked down. He and Legare, but it's got to get back in the Utica zone. They both do. Wahlstrom couldn't shoot it. Dawes used the goal stick to knife it to the corner. Scooping it up on the near side, Riley Duran. And now it's Jackson Nelson. In his rookie season, played 5 years at the University of Minnesota. In front shot, saved by Dawes. Bancroft was all alone on Dawes, who kicked it away with the right pad. He's been fantastic when tested. He'll soak that one up. He'll hold on. We'll take a break. We'll come right back with more on 94.1 K-Rock. Up 5-1.
Insights of Helio Health offers child and adolescent clinics providing compassionate substance use and mental health treatment services from a certified community behavioral health clinic that is in a safe space for youth and ages up to 21 years old. Insights of Helio Health is located at 500 Whitesboro Street, where intake assessments are offered 8 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. 7 days a week. For more information, visit www.helio.health or call 315-724-5168. Helio Health, where hope meets healing.
A lot goes into taking care of your property. You need equipment with more reliability and versatility built in, like Kubota BX and L Series compact tractors, rated #1 in durability and owner experience. Z Series mowers that deliver a quality cut, and Sidekick utility vehicles where durability meets speed. Visit your local Kubota dealer for a demo today.
Log on or give us a call today at whitesfarmsupply.com.
White's Farm Supply. This is Comets Hockey on 94.9 K-Rock.
9 minutes and 19 seconds left to go here. It is the final period of regulation. Solid effort by the Comets in this game. And they want to close this one out if they can in the next 9-19. Get their 5th straight win. We talked about winning streaks earlier, about how they had won 5 in a row previously. They won 4 in a row from January 18th to 24th. 4 in a row from February 22nd to March 2nd. And right now they are in the midst of a 4-game winning streak that could very well be 5 if they hold the lead with 9 minutes and 1 second to go, which I assume they're going to do. Stranger things have happened, but that would be very strange. Devils won a big game today. We talked about that. They beat the New York Rangers. And for the Rangers, it is for the Devils, really, I think it may be a first-round matchup with the Carolina Hurricanes. A team that I saw recently was favored to win the NHL, the Stanley Cup, that is, the Hurricanes. That would be quite an accomplishment, obviously, for any team. They haven't won it since 2006, I believe. Wraparound didn't work. Masul's got it. Now he's centered. Backhander goes wide of Dawes. Is blocked in front by Dello. Now they'll center. Weaving, moving in. Thinking the better of putting it on net was Harrison. He'll take it on that left wing side. He'll walk it back to the goal line. The London, Ontario native shoots it, scores. It's now 5-2. They drove the net and held on to And it's his second goal of the game, and it's Abadi who gets that one. He's got 2. He's telling his team, let's go, we'll get there. I don't know about that, but that was definitely created because of the shiftiness of Harrison. Backdoor pass in the back of the net. 11:54 the time of the goal. Game now 5-2. Comets scoring 5 goals, by the way, back-to-back games. You know, when you're up by 3, the Comets are in this game. It's just human nature to sort of let your foot off the gas pedal, and as a result, the other team's still trying to go and still trying to score, and you end up giving up some chances you otherwise wouldn't. As Dawes holds that long-range shot, gloves that, and we'll take a face-off here to his left. You look at the goals scored in the last couple of weeks. They scored 4 on Hershey at home, 7 the next night on that Sunday afternoon game. Although 2 against Toronto, and that 2-1 overtime win. They have 5 goals yesterday, 5 goals here today. Funny, in that win streak they had, of the 5 games to begin that initial burst of wins, they had 2 games in which they scored 5 goals. 1 against Rochester, 1 against Providence. So they've already had 5 goal outbursts against the Bruins this year, as Dawes will once again take the whistle. It's the last time these 2 teams will meet. As far as I remember, from looking at the schedule matrix, they will play each other again next season. I believe it's going to be the same total as this season. Shot never got through as it rolls to the right of Nolan Mayer. Picked up inside the Utica zone by Ethan Edwards. Dumped into the Providence zone. Comets are going for a change. There's only 6:44 remaining in this game. Comets with a 3-goal advantage. A shot is stopped by Dawes. He'll hold it. Get the whistle. No reason to take any chances here in this game with a 3-goal advantage. Talking about the number of times these 2 teams have played each other. This season they battled a total of 6 times. 3-3, obviously 3 at home, 3 on the road. Utica won the first game, then won the second game, lost the third game in Utica right here 3-2 on the 6th of December. We would go to Providence and lose a 5-1 game on February 14th and lose another game in Providence by a 4-2 score. So Utica is now 6-20 away from winning this game, giving the season series a 3-3 split. One thing Jared always talks about in the pregame show is, if the Comets were in the Atlantic Division, where would they be? And I think the fact is they've had a really good run against Atlantic Division teams. The shot scores, that one wristed by Schmaltz off the post and in. Things get a little closer here, around 5-3. That comes exactly at the 14-minute mark. You can hear that shot glance off the post. That one by Jake Schmaltz. Well, there's no reason to panic. The only thing this does is give the Bruins a little hope they can pull their goalie at some point here and get themselves back in the game with their goalie pulled. As Comets will settle it down and they'll be just fine. Things get a little closer here. But like we said, the Bruins they're a team that's going to make the playoffs, and they could make a very good run. They have excellent goaltending. DiPietro is maybe one of the best he's one of the best goalies in the league. He'll give a chance to win every single night in the postseason. Rister stopped and held on to by Nolan Mayer. We'll take a break. 5:49 left, 94.9 K-Rock, up 5-3. We'll return after this.
Come see why it's gotta be Nye. Hi, I'm Dan Sheriff, General Manager for the NIDA Motor Group in Oneida and Rome. Spring is finally here, and what a winter it was. I am so glad to put that behind us. That being said, my inventory has piled up almost as much as the snow this year, so I've instructed my team to plow through it fast. We are discounting new and pre-owned vehicles like crazy at Nye. We also have our new budget car lineup, which is basically cars that have gone through our shop with a 150-point inspection process to ensure they are great, affordable vehicles. These are typically higher mileage vehicles that most new car dealers are afraid to sell. Well, I'm here to tell you that we stand behind what we sell, and we make it easy for Central New York to feel confident with their purchase. Sure, you can shop on social media sites, but 9 times out of 10, you get bit after the sale with no recourse. Shop our selection of budget cars that range from under $10,000, under $20,000, whatever the case, we have vehicles for anyone's budget, and I mean anyone. We also have over 30 lenders to get you driving today. Good credit, bad credit, bankruptcies, foreclosures. We have a program for just about anyone. So don't just think you can't shop Nye for this reason or that reason. Just stop in and give us a try. You won't regret it. So come see why it's gotta be Nye at NyeAuto.com. That's NYEAUTO.com.
This is Comets Hockey on 94.9 K-Rock.
5:49 left. Third period. Broadcast brought to you in part by Superior Plus Propane. Safety, reliability, and convenience are what you become the known and trust with Superior Plus Propane. You can visit them by going to SuperiorPlusPropane.com for more information. Also brought to you by Helio Health. Visit them at 500 Whitesboro Street or by going to www.helio.health for more information. Puck in the line. Mass will throw it across. Masul fakes. Now he shoots it. Deflected. It goes wide of Dawes. I'd imagine the Bruins defense will, just like Mass just did, pinch a bit. Here's a one-timer. Fluttered towards the goal. Now they center. That deflected. Well, you don't want to give him anything here with 5 minutes and 19 seconds left. They center. A shot that just glanced off the side of the goal. Oh, that was way too close. Working his way is VL and a wrister that deflects out of play. Well, that shift by the Bruins, pretty good. Five to 3, 5:10 left to go in regulation time. Utica wins the D-zone draw. Possession's going to be a big deal here because if the Comets get the red line like they're doing, oh, that's offside. It's offside. You want to get pucks deep. You want to make them play in their zone. Providence, on the other hand, they're looking for the next goal. The next goal, if they get it, it's obviously going to be a huge deal in this game and a big momentum shift. They've got a never-say-die attitude in this game. You can tell by the way they're playing here. And now the last 4 minutes and 58 seconds. No icing dumped into the Utica zone. Schmelzer on his backhand. He'll send it up ahead to Hardman. Hardman drives it in. Willman goes after it. Schmelzer and Hardman going for a change. Wahlstrom threw it across. Bruins are offside. Wahlstrom is laboring now as he'll peel away and get to the bench. Didn't see what happened or the collision at all, but Wahlstrom goes and takes a seat. The Comets in a controlled breakout. Ethan Edwards lost the handle. The body steals. He's got 2 goals in this game, by the way. The other factor for Utica is to make sure they stay disciplined now in the third period. Don't give up anything if you don't have to. They haven't had a shot on goal in quite some time. They haven't needed one, which is probably why. Dumped in. Dawes will stop it. On his backhand, sends it across to the right wing side. Now Nathan Legare in the final 3 minutes and 49 seconds to go as they cross over to the offensive zone. Gruden, center to the point it'll go. Villain waits, shoots, save, and held on to. And now a face-off in the Providence zone with 3:44 remaining. Visit Upstate Empire Fitness at 1307 Champlain Ave, offering 24-hour accessibility, child care, group fitness, class tanning, personal training, and more. Become a member today. For more information, go to upstateempirefit.com or by going to Instagram at Upstate Empire Fitness. Off the face-off, won by Utica. Villain to the middle as Rister is blocked. Pitlick was lurking in the area, but that puck never got to him. Sent around the boards here. Goalie Mayer almost gave that one away, but no harm done as it's held on to now by Mast. And then for Pitlick. And then it's sent across now and scooped up by Missoula. He'll wire it in. Turning with it is Lochmelis. He'll look, he'll shoot, saved by Dawes. Glanced off his left pad. Ortiz down low. Picked up by Viel, but he had his stick tied up. Pitlick getting in there as well. He puts a shoulder in his man now on the near side. Ortiz stepped in. Did he hold it? He did not. And so Millman's got to turn back at center ice. Viel, Rister, blocked. Ortiz, a defenseman, centered. That was blocked by the skates of Austin Strand. 2 minutes and 38 to go. We'll see if Nolan Mayer, the goalie, leaves his net. Don't know if he will yet as they center again. That was blocked. Pitlick had no stick in his hands. He'll go to the bench for a change. Still playing 5-on-5 hockey. The puck at center ice. And now it's Nelson. And they'll move it up down the right wing side. Nico Dawes to stop it, and a backhand pass perfectly for Osipov. And then Max Willman will loop it out, but it's body down, and the Bruins are onside. They'll move in for a long shot that was blocked. Rister from the line, deflected, never got through on Dawes. Comets trying to clear it out again if they can. Still have a goalie in the net here, does Providence. Frederick Brunet against Max Willman. Brunet over to the near side. Now it's Gallagher. The chant is Utica. The fans want themselves a win tonight to make it 5 in a row. Mayer has gone to the bench, but Dawes holds the puck with 1:41 left. Let's see if we get a timeout here from the Bruins. I think we might. Nothing yet. Been no timeout. It's okay. Timeout called now. Providence wants a timeout. Don't blame them. Let's see what they come up with here. Well, you know, full credit to the Bruins to make it a hockey game at the end here. We thought it was going to be a pretty easy go with a 5-1 lead. 2 goals scored quick by the Bruins. Utica got goals tonight from the following players. Colton White on the power play in the first. Max Willman the only goal in the second. Legare and Hallinan here in the third along with Schmelzer. And then Abadi and Schmaltz scoring to put their team within 2. Empty net to our left. Comets title, by the way, will be on Monday night at 94.9 K-Rock. We'll have that for you. And all the highlights from this game, the previous games of the week. Abadi the point. Wallstrom back to Abadi on the right side. Now down low below the goal line. Delos sweeps it around the boards. It stays in play. Pitlick backhander to the near side. Stepping up is Wallstrom, shooting, deflected. Dawes made a save on that. Back to Wallstrom on the right boards. Oh, he went to the blue line. There was no one there. Now Frederick Brunet will hold at center ice. The final 75 seconds worth of regulation. And here come the Bruins now left to right. Pitlick, he'll drive it in. Dawes will cut it off. Dawes to the empty net. It was knocked down. Max Willman, he'll take a look. Scores! That'll do it. Second of the game for Max Willman. Six to 3, Max Willman gets another goal in this hockey game, another goal on the season. Willman already had a goal and an assist in the game. He had 2 assists, so that'll be a As far as I know, it's a 4-point night for him as Dawes makes a save. The rebound in front of him, they score. Well, one more goal here for the Bruins. And that'll be a goal here by Dalton Bancroft with 43.3 left. All right, well, things got a little closer, and then here we are. They have not adjusted the scoreboard yet, because it still says 6-3, but it is a 6-4 game. And now they've pulled Nolan Mayer again with 40 seconds left. Dawes will hold that puck with 37.6 to go. Now they put the fourth goal on. So Max Willman scored at 18:56. And then Bancroft came back with a goal. The newly turned pro scores. His first goal as an American Hockey Leaguer. Not the most exciting goal, but he got it. Congratulations to him. Ethan Edwards. This might be an icing. It will, in fact, be called with 30 seconds to go in the third period. 6-4, the Comets lead. Next time we're on the air, Comets decided on Monday night on 94 on K-Rock, and of course the game on Wednesday against Syracuse. Tufty shooting through traffic, that missed. One-timer missed as well, and they will clear it down the ice. This will not have enough for icing, and the game will conclude in the next 15 seconds. The Comets will win a game, however, not a pretty third period. They will take the victory and their fifth straight win. Legare shot it off a stick. He almost had his second of the game at the last moment. Millman, wow, blocked that one. So Utica will go to point 65 on the evening, on the season rather, as this game concludes in 3 seconds, and 2-1, it is over. That'll do it. All right, a big win for Utica there. 5 wins straight for the season. Another time, the second time in a row they've done that. Second time this season, rather, they've won 5 in a row. That's a great team win. Providence, you know they're going to push back. They're a proud team. They did. Comets bench didn't break. Skate away with the victory. They'll salute the crowd at center ice. All right, great stuff here. We'll go to the post-game show with Arnev right now. Take it away.
Thank you, Jason. A big-time win